to talk about Proverbs chapter 23. Proverbs chapter 23, and this chapter, this chapter, there's a lot you learn from it. Actually, there's a lot you learn from it. And as usual, as you know, at the end of reading it, we'll talk about just two verses that we can use in our life. But you can use the whole thing. But let me start. So Proverbs chapter 23. It says, when you sit down to eat with a ruler, it says, consider carefully what is before you. Verse 2 says, and put a knife to your throat if you are a man given to appetite. Verse 3 it says, do not desire his delicacies. Do not desire his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. Verse 4 says, do not overwork to be rich. Do not overwork to be rich, because of your own understanding cease. Verse 5 it says, will you set your eyes on that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. It says they fly away like an eagle towards heaven. Verse 6 do not eat the bread of a miser, nor desire his delicacies. Verse 7 for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. It says, as he thinks in his heart, so is he. So is he. He says, eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. He says, eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. Verse 8, it says, the muzzle you have eaten, you will vomit up, and waste your pleasant words. Verse 9 says, do not speak in the hearing of a fool. Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. He will despise the wisdom of your words. So do not speak in the hearing of a fool. Verse 10 it says, do not remove the ancient landmark, nor enter the fields of the fatherless. Verse 11 for their Redeemer is mighty. He will plead their cause against you. I'll read it again. Verse 10. Do not remove the ancient landmark, nor enter the fields of the fatherless. Verse 11. It says, for their Redeemer is mighty. He will plead their cause against you. Verse 13. Verse 12. It says, apply your heart to instruction, and your ears to words of knowledge. Verse 13. Do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. He says, do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. He will not die. He will not die. Verse 14. It says, you shall beat him with a rod and deliver his soul from hell. Verse 15. It says, my son, if your heart is wise, my heart will rejoice. Indeed, I myself. Verse 16, it says, yes, my inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak right things. Verse 17, it says, do not let your heart envy sinners, for in the fear of the Lord, continue all day long. Verse 18, for surely there's a year after, and your hope will not be cut short. For surely there's a year after, and your hope will not be cut short or cut off. Verse 19, it says, hear my son, and be wise, and guide your heart in the way. Verse 20, do not mix with wine bibbers, nor with gluttonous eaters of meat. For verse 21 says, for the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe a man with rags. Verse 22, it says, listen to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Do not despise your mother when she is old. Verse 23, it says, buy the truth and do not sell it. Buy the truth and do not sell it. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Verse 24, it says, the father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he will beget a wise child would delight in him. He will beget a wise child would delight in him. Verse 25 says, let your father and your mother be glad, and let her who bore you rejoice. Let your father and your mother be glad, and let her who bore you rejoice. Verse 26, it says, my son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. Verse 27, for a harlot is a deep pit. It's a deep pit, and a seductress a narrow well. Verse 28, she also lies in wait as for a victim, and increases the unfaithful among men. Verse 29, who has woe? Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has contentions? Who has complaints? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? Verse 30, those who linger long at the wine, those who go in search of mixed wine. Verse 31, do not look on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it swings around smoothly. Verse 32, it says, at the last it bites like a serpent and stings like a viper. Verse 33 says, your eyes will see strange things. Your eyes will see strange things, and your heart will utter perverse things. Verse 34, it says, yes, you will be like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, or like one who lies at the top of the mist, saying, verse 35, they have struck me, but I will not hurt. They have beaten me, but I will not feel it. When shall I awake that I may seek another drink? I'll read it again. They have struck me, but I will not hurt. They have beaten me, but I will not feel it. When shall I awake that I may seek another drink? That I may seek another drink. This chapter has a lot. It's talking about the rich. It's talking about the drunkard. It's talking about the glutton. It's talking about a whole lot of group of people. And there are two verses I want us to just focus on and talk about today. The first one is in verse 17. Verse 17, so Proverbs chapter 23, verse 17. It says, do not let your heart envy sinners, but in the fear of the Lord continue all day long. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but in the fear of the Lord continue all day long. All day long. Don't envy sinners. I see, you may not know where people get their money from. You may not know what they are going through. They are doing a whole lot of things for money. They are doing a whole lot of things for pleasure. Don't envy them. Just because they have a lot of money doesn't mean that God is not going to provide for you. Don't envy them. Don't seek their riches. Don't seek to go after them at all. Don't envy them. Just know that your time is coming. Your time is coming when God is going to lift you up. So he says continue all day long. Continue working. Continue doing the right thing. Continue in the fear of the Lord. Don't desire to do things that the worldly people do. No. Don't desire to do things that a group of people are doing. Cult groups are doing. All these people are doing. Don't desire to be like them. Don't envy them. But continue in the fear of the Lord all day long. Each and every day continue in the fear of the Lord. Continue in the fear of the Lord. And the next verse I want us to talk about is in 23. So Proverbs 23:23. It says, buy the truth and do not sell it. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. It says, buy the truth, do not sell it. Do not sell it. Always speak the truth. Do not go for bribes. Do not go for things that will just keep your mouth shut from speaking the truth. Do not sell it. Do not sell the truth. But it says buy the truth. Buy it rather. buy it rather. Always seek to know the truth. Always seek to know the right thing behind something, the truth about it. The truth about it. So it says also wisdom and instruction and understanding. We know wisdom is the application of knowledge, or in better terms, wisdom is the application of understood knowledge. Understood knowledge. So get wisdom, get wisdom, get wisdom. The previous chapters we talked about the Lord being the one that gives wisdom. So get it from the Lord. Go to God and seek for wisdom. Go to God and ask for wisdom. The next thing is saying that instruction. Do not forsake instructions that are given to you. Always consider your ways very well. Consider what you do very well. By instructions, as long as those instructions is going to lead you to your destiny, is going to lead you to a perfect place, by it. The next thing is saying that by understanding, always seek to understand something. Don't just do things without understanding them. Seek to understand them. Seek to understand them. Seek to understand them. It says buy the truth, do not sell it. Buy the truth, do not sell it. And wisdom and instruction and understanding. And the previous verse we read, it says, do not let your heart envy sinners, but continue in the fear of the Lord. Or it says, but in the fear of the Lord continue all day long. All day long. So thank you very much for watching this video. See you tomorrow for Proverbs chapter 24. An exciting chapter that you will need to know. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.